Hello and welcome to Iqra College, a place you can find a community. I am so happy that you joined us, and I do believe that you will speak English like a native one day, inshallah, if you put your trust in Allah and also you try hard. Believe in yourself, and we are your coaches. This program is here to train you how to take responsibility for yourself and your own learning, and you get to meet a lot of cool people. So, welcome to round four. I want to explain to you how our program works. Basically, there are six rounds. Two of them are not shown here because they are beginner level. But today I'm going to be talking about round four. Round four is 1 month. Each round is 1 month. And round means level. The reason we call it round is because we want you to try it again. When you finish round four, try it again and again and again and again until you feel confident in your English. Okay, so after you finish round four, you can take an exam for a speaking diploma. However, for most majority of our students, they try the round again. Okay, so it's a lot of fun. It's like going to the gym and exercising every day. So don't try to finish it fast. Take your time and try to develop. Okay. So if I talk about the schedule, there most people take the round twice. So the first time the schedule looks like this, and the second time the schedule looks like this. The first time you try round four, it's called primero. Primero means first in the Spanish language, Espanol, and medio is the second one or the medium level. So each round you could take more than one time. The first time you take it, it looks like you will have a schedule that looks like this. The second time you take it, you'll have a schedule that looks like this. And these ones are for the beginner levels. Don't worry about these ones right now. Okay, so first thing first, download Telegram. If you did it, good job. Make sure your Telegram is blue and not Telegram X, which is black. This one doesn't work. All right. Also, when you download Telegram, please put in your real full name. This is very important. When you download the Telegram, do not put your nickname. Okay, guys, you need to put your full name so that we can keep track of your attendance and who you are. This is very important, or else it's very confusing. So go ahead and put your name in. So there's your name, my name, for example, and then go ahead and touch the done or tick sign so that it saves your name. Okay. First thing first, there are three groups. Make sure you are in all three groups. Okay. One group is called the feedback group. One group is called the call group, and the other one is called the vocabulary and videos group. Okay. And I will explain what each one of these are. All right. So let's go ahead. Before I start explaining the group, I also want to tell you each week our counselors or customer service will contact you to tell you, hey, how are you doing? Are you participating? What's going on? They will give you your marks or your grade that week, and they will tell you how you did. And they also give you advice and ask you a few questions. Okay, so they'll tell you how many goals you did. For example, if there was 3 goals and you only did 2, they'll tell you, okay, you did 2 out of 3. If you participated in a live class, and I will explain what each one of these are. If you did the activity, there's 2 activities, for example, this week. And if you did the calls, for example, every day we do a call, 5 calls a week. So I will explain what these are as well. Okay. So here's an example of a student in all three groups: call and practice, feedback, and vocabulary. So if you're not in these three groups, please let us know. First thing first, also, the group has an open time and a closed time. Now, I know some people get angry. They say, hey, why is the group not open in the nighttime? I'm not available in the daytime. But, this is for a reason. It's to help push you. So let me talk about the schedule. For example, the group time is from 8 a.m. From Saturday to Wednesday. The feedback group is from Saturday to Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. East Africa time. Now, if you don't have time within this time, well, you can let our attendants know and you can make a time schedule. The requirements are very little: 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. In this program, sometimes we have doctors that are really, really busy. Sometimes there's ministers, people who are very busy, but they still participate. Even in their lunch break, they come in and they try the activities. The group is closed Thursday and Friday usually, so keep that in mind, okay? Also, same with the call group from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. All right. Sometimes you'll have poor internet connection. Don't worry, don't panic. Some students say, oh no, my internet is so bad, I can't participate. Well, For example, sometimes you'll see in your Telegram, it'll say connecting, and you did the task, you did the activity, but the internet is bad, and that's part of life. So don't worry, the Telegram will adapt after a couple weeks. Or my first advice is if you're using or data, you go ahead and switch to Wi-Fi. So choose Wi-Fi. It's usually better connection if it's possible. I know Wi-Fi is more expensive, but if you could get Wi-Fi, it's a good investment for your education. Data usually is very slow and it doesn't work as well. Okay. Sometimes you'll record your voice and it'll just loading, poor internet connection. So in that situation, we want you to take a screenshot and send it to the attendance department. So here's, for example, Coach Ridwan, you can send it to one of our team members and tell them, hey, I did the activity. However, the problem is my internet is poor. Here you go. So send us a screenshot that you did the activity if your internet is poor. Okay. No excuses, guys. No excuses. All right, the next group is called the vocabulary videos group. That group is usually closed. We just put videos there, or we will put the activity there because sometimes the messages there will be too many messages in the feedback group. So we will put most of the important information. We'll pin messages and put videos in the vocabulary group so that you can go to those groups quickly and find out. Okay. Now the main group that you're going to be using are these two. The feedback group, first of all, is where you will see your coach, and that's where the coach will give you feedback. So our program is based on feedback. Please, if you want to learn this language very well, listen to the feedback. And also, every day when you listen to your coach's feedback, please record a voice note and tell the coach what did you benefit, what did you gain. This is very important. For example, if you do the activity and your coach gives you feedback the next day, please listen to the feedback from yesterday and say, okay, this is what I learned from my coach today, even if it's something small. And also thank your coach because they are giving you your time. They're giving you their time. And that's what you need to learn a language. Okay. So in the feedback group, we have something called a goal. A goal just means something that you have to do to record your voice. It's very simple, okay? So, for example, here are some of the coaches and the students in the groups, and they are recording their voices, and there's a lot of messages. So, before I continue, I want to tell you in our program, we use the word coach and not teacher. Usually, coach is someone who trains you. Teacher is someone who gives you information. Coach is a little bit broader. It's a bigger word. It means they give you information, but they also train you and tell you what to do if you want to achieve successful results. Okay. So also we have people who are called advisors. They just give you advice. So some of our teachers are advisors. They tell you, give you advice and tell you about how you can be successful. Mentors are the ones who do the calls. So if you are a good student and you do all the activities, the mentors will call you to practice with you. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the feedback group. Let's check out what you will do in the feedback group. If you are taking round 4 the first time, then it's called the Primero. Your schedule will look like this. Okay, and I'll explain what this is. First thing first, goal. What is goal? Goal is usually your task. It's pretty much a presentation. You have a very short presentation. You have to record your voice, and we have a different goal every time. So, for example, this goal says, who made the biggest impact on your life? So you'll listen to the example and then you need to record your voice 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. And don't write it down. Just try to say it from your mind because the coach will give you feedback and that's where your English will come from. Okay. So there's different tasks, different goals every day. We have different ones that talk about different things and they usually help you think. We want to help you think and use the language. This is very important. All right, so sometimes if this is your first time taking round 4, if you're in the Primero level, you will take something called a video assignment. So a video assignment is we'll give you a short video, you need to watch it, and then you need to record your voice. So here's a couple students recording their voices, and they're also recording a video, a short presentation about the assignment. So we do that for the first time. All right, so I want to tell you sometimes some students say, well, Where's the lesson? How come the teacher's not teaching me? Well, usually, if you want to learn a language, you need to do a lot of self study. You need to go and we will give you a task, and we will tell you this is go ahead and do this. For example, talk about your family members, and that's easy to do. Maybe you can do that, but can you do it like a native English speaker? That's the challenge. Of course, anybody could talk about their family members usually, but can you do it like a native English speaker? Okay? So maybe the way you talk about family members is different from the way a native English speaker talks about family members. So we want you to go and research, find words, find vocabulary that you want to use, think about it, try to express yourself. Our goal in this 1 month is to build your confidence level, okay? So use your mind, think about it. When you're recording your task or your goal, actually take the time to think, okay? This is really important because when you think about it, your mind will start to look for the answers, and you'll start to think like a native. And when you start to think in English, you start to speak in English. When you think in another language, like if you think in Somali, you will never speak English like a native because you're thinking in Somali and then translating in your head, and we don't want that. Okay? If you want, you can look up words at Google, find synonyms, take responsibility for your own learning. Okay? And then record your voice, and you'll see after a short time you're speaking English every day and you're feeling more confident. And that's our goal.